All right, Paper Mario is dead. Nintendrone video. This is one of the most important videos on my YouTube channel because during the time, this video went like pretty viral. Not like super viral, but in the grand scheme of things, for my YouTube channel, this video was like really popular. I think during the time I got like 10,000 views in like a week or so, which even like nowadays is like really good. And I think the reason for that is because during the time I think still graduated from college, but I'm definitely like, I was going through like a period of time where I was in between jobs or just unemployed, basically doing nothing. And yeah, during the time, right after making the Pokemon video, I think Nintendo did a Nintendo Direct and essentially announced Color Splash, which, as we all know, was basically just Sticker Star again. And yeah, people were fucking pissed off. And so immediately right after they announced that, I was like, you know what? Let's talk about Paper Mario and talk about why it sucks dick now. And I was able to, and because I had no job during the time, I was like fresh out of college and just trying to get my first time job. I had plenty of free time to just do a quick turnaround on this video, like a couple of weeks. And yeah, so one, you kind of got the clickbait title of, you know, Paper Mario is dead. It is low-key clickbait, but not really, because it's true. I feel like if clickbait, like yeah, it's technically clickbait, but I mean, if it's fucking true, then it's fucking true. Okay, let's be real here. But yeah, I was able to kind of put this video out real quick. And it was also very topical during the time because of how fast I was able to get it out. The conversation around Paper Mario as a series was still kind of a hot button issue. So I think a lot of people were gravitating towards this video and kind of just yeah, talking about how the series is kind of just turning into crap. But yeah, besides that, it's pretty much just a basic. Besides the Paper Mario is dead, you know, seasoning, it's essentially just a retrospective of the series up to this point. And the whole crux of the video is basically just talking about why I enjoy the first Paper Mario, why the second one is just even better than the first one, is a goddamn masterpiece, and then talking about how Super Paper Mario isn't as good and how Sticker Star was terrible. And then just being mad that they released the trailer for Color Splash and it's just the same thing. That's about it. And yeah, people got this video definitely, again, in classic HyperCharge fashion. Every video I make that goes viral just gets fucking hated on. And this video definitely got hated on when it came out. Not as much as other videos I make later down the road, but again, when I say things are hated on, I'm saying like 80% to 85% like to dislike ratio, where it's not terrible, but it's like a sizable amount of hate. And this is the part of the video that got me, I'd say, a lot more hate than I probably anticipated, because I am not a fan of Super Paper Mario. I think that game is fucking shit. And there's definitely like an entire generation of people who grew up with the Wii, or people who think like, oh, because it has the personality and charm of the earlier Paper Marios, it's just as good. And I do not fucking agree with that take. I feel like Super Paper Mario has essentially more in common with Sticker Star and Color Splash and the Origami King than the earlier Paper Marios. Like, you have the one singular main partner whose entire existence revolves around the one gimmick you do in the game. There's like no side partners at all. It's not turn-based combat like the earlier games. Like despite like Super Paper Mario having the personality, it's still like it was the start of where things started to fall apart. And I feel like as time goes on and as we continue seeing these spin-off games, I feel like that only becomes more abundantly clear. Yeah, so there's definitely like some Super Paper Mario fans who got fucking mad at me. But because it's so easy, Sticker Star is so objectively bad, I feel like no one can defend it. But Super Paper Mario is like the more controversial take. So this did actually happen to me. Like I literally bought this game and got to like chapter 3 and just like dropped it. I was like, holy shit, this is the worst fucking game ever. I don't think, even to this day, I've never beaten this game. Because I mean, even like Color Splash, I went on to play Color Splash and I still beat it. So despite it being terrible, like it was still like okay. Like and even the Origami King, I ended up playing that game and beating it. I wanted to make a video about it at some point, but I gave up because pretty much by the time that game came out, I kind of just ended up talking about everything, all the problems I had with Paper Mario, and Origami King wasn't adding anything new to the conversation. So I didn't make a video about it. But yeah, this section where I'm talking about Sticker Star, I'm fucking cooking. This is like again, kind of like pre-critique type comments I'm making here because Sticker Star is so like objectively terrible. It is such a terrible ass game, like on all fronts. I fucking hate this game. Yeah, and fuck. It's so yeah, the Paper Mario series is so like, it used to be so good and now it's so terrible. And the only like glimmering hope I have for the series getting better is that they recently ported over Thousand Year Door to the Switch. And also at the same time they ported over Super Mario RPG, or they made the remake of that game. So essentially, like, I feel like there has to be like a group of people at Nintendo who sort of realize like, oh, like people actually like these RPG games. Maybe we should make more. So I still do have my fingers crossed that maybe we'll finally get like a third game in the series besides like all this spin-off bullshit. Which I am excited for. So I would say I'm like, at this point in time, I'm just like, yo, the series is fucking over. Especially when Origami King came out. I was just like, yeah, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm not even gonna make a video on Origami King. Because at that point, I was just like, this shit's fucking over. Like, it's not even worth talking about. But nowadays, I am slightly a bit more optimistic because of the Thousand Year Door port. Because, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't have to port Thousand Year Door. They could have easily just, like, in my mind, like, you know, because if they made a remake of the first game, or, like, they ported over the first game, like, that would be like, okay, that's one thing. But immediately going for the Thousand Year Door port, it kind of just demonstrates that, like, Nintendo has sort of realized that, yeah, people actually like this game, you know? So that's why I am a bit more optimistic. Oh yeah, so God. This ending's funny. But yeah, yeah, this video was super popular during the time. And it's still one of the most popular videos on my channel. And again, like, yeah, I got like 1,000 subscribers off the views of this video. I got like a solid like 800 or so new subscribers and viewers. And at that point in time, like, that was a huge deal because now every video I made after this point, I had like a solid built-in viewer base of people who would just watch my videos. And it made YouTube as a hobby just that much more enjoyable, because even though it takes me a longer time to start making stuff, or if I'm spending more time doing things, like no matter what, like the second I upload a video, there's like a good sizable chunk of people who are going to watch it. And yeah, just do, as someone who just does YouTube for fun, like that's like the most enjoyable part, is just, you know, seeing people getting excited and like talking about the video when it comes out. So yeah, this is like one of the most important videos I ever made for the channel. And, yeah, the Paper Mario series, again, sort of like the Zelda videos, this is like kind of a core staple of the channel. And it's dictated, all the Paper Mario videos I've made, it's definitely dictated the direction of the channel moving forward. And, yeah, so this is, overall, this is a great video. One of the most important videos I ever made. And yeah, it's a fucking banger. People did get upset about the Super Paper Mario takes, and I will come back to that famously. I will hold a grudge for the rest of my life about Super Paper Mario being bad, and I'll take every opportunity I can to shit on that game. But we'll get to that later. All right, next video.